touch this game. So this is the Return of the Obra Dinn, a delightful, lovely little mystery. I've really become infatuated with this one. I've recently started watching a load of videos again all about it. So I thought, you know what, let's do an actual proper thing of it. But I'm only going to do short bursts of it. It's not a very long game, really. But my time constraints and stuff makes this easy to do. So there'll be a couple of parts here and there for it. Obviously, for those of you who have never played Return of the Obra Dinn, I would recommend you don't watch this yet. I'd say go play it. Playing it without spoilers is perfect, because I thoroughly enjoyed it without spoilers. I mean, it's been a while since I've played it, so I'm probably going to forget half the things I've done. But there's going to be key plot points I know about, like I know the entire twists and stuff like that. But no, I'd say go, buy it, enjoy it, then come back and watch my trashy version of it. Said trashy. Undersell yourself before you begin, that's about right. Lost at Sea, 1803. The good ship Obra Dinn. Built 1796. London, 800 tons, 18 feet draft. Captain R. Whittrell, crew 51 men. Last voyage to Orient. Cape Rendezvous unmet. Contact East India Sea Company's London office for inquiries or testimony. The Honourable East India Company. Attention, Chief Inspector. Insurance Claims in London office. The Obra Dinn has returned. Dispatch to Falmouth immediately and prepare a full assessment. So that's our job in this thing.
Company man woke me up. Said you'd need ferry to the Obra Dinn.
Obra Dinn.
Not many eager for that job. Seems a bit late if you ask.
I didn't.
What's in the box?
I don't know.
Oh.
I'll hoist it up in a few minutes.
Hey! How?
I don't know how this happens, because some of the reviews I've seen, there's a woman who plays the inspector, and they always refer to it as a she, whereas that's clearly a man's voice. Let me just have a look at the... change the... Ooh, that's nasty. IBM, that's probably the best one. Smooth, sharp. I don't know what that means. Audio volume looks like an inverted look. I suppose it's just so it doesn't look like trash. I think this works though. This works for this one. Look at it all destroyed, desolate, shiny. That comes into play later on. Ooh. Well, he's dead. See, I've got a kind of a thing for like sort of old-timey maritime stuff. Especially after I kept, I played Assassin's Creed 4 recently and all this kind of thing. Eventually,
Oi!
there we go.
It's too heavy!
Just wait for his response in a minute. He's like, oh, yeah, and then you get down there and it's like, meh.
It's too heavy. Take it yourself or open it here.
Lazy git. So yes, inside we have the book. The unfinished 17th Harry Potter novel. Written 300 something years before it actually was. So, Return of the Obra Dinn, a catalogue of adventure and tragedy, 1807. Preface. I trust that you now find yourself aboard the Obra Dinn. I expected this day to come, and my every intention was to tell the ship's strange tale within the pages of this book. Regrettably, failing health has allowed me to produce only the basic outline that follows. Oh, how handy. Your presence on the Obra Dinn is critical. I leave the discovery of its fate and the completion of this book in your hands. The next few pages will seem bewildering at first. All will make sense in time. Use the pocket watch to determine the identity and fate of everyone aboard. That's the aim of the game. Complete each chapter accurately and return the book by the guaranteed post to the French Office of Affairs in Morocco. The bargain chapter will remain unknown to you. I possess the details within, but have elected to keep them private for now. Basically, so you aim to, because obviously you don't get the bargain chapter unless you've accurately solved all the fates. Henry Evans, The Journey. So this will get filled in as we go. Obviously this line indicates where it was going to go, so it was going to go all the way around there. All the way down there, and it never, I don't think it even makes it. It makes it roughly here, I think, and then it has to turn back. All the Azores. Deck plans, so this is the, basically what the ship looks like and all of its decks. This too will become, invaluable for certain deductions and things that you'll make as you go. Crew and passenger manifest, so that's all. This is all the names and what their qualities, their job, and where do they come from. Again, these will all be filled in as we go. And this will also be useful. This is two sketches drawn by an artist who was travelling with them. Obviously, as you can see, it zooms in on each of the faces. The tutorial will explain half of them anyway, but it all makes sense later. Loose cargo on the all-up deck. Outside the first mate's window. Include captives. I think each deck has something that begins it. Well, a few have others as well. Ah, there we go. This chapter will remain unknown until you leave the ship and return the book to me. You see, all empty for now. A glossary of what each of them do. Captain, head officer and commander of the ship, responsible for directing the other officers and ensuring the success and safety of the ship's voyage. Mate, office or tradesman that supports and assists their superior. General mates help to General mate me bros help to run the ship and serve at the captain's request. Tradesmen mates serve their own supervisor, so a bosun will have a mate, there'll be a gunner's mate, purser's mate, surgeon's mate and carpenter. I don't know if there's a purser's mate, but there'll definitely be surgeon's mate and a carpenter's mate. Basically, usually it's like a person who serves under you, so like a trainee. The bosun. Alternative is boatswain. Foreman in charge of general crew operations and the equipment required to sail the ship. Gunner, military officer in charge of weapons and military procedures. So they're in charge of, like, I think they're in charge of things like rope and wood and things like that. And that sort of thing, and obviously gunners are, gunners. Pursers, administrative official, accounts for all cargo value and trade transactions. Manages a small item store for crew. Surgeon, ship's doctor, in charge of crew health, capable of general care and medical procedures as required. The carpenter, tradesman responsible for maintaining the integrity of the ship's wooden structures. The helmsman, rated seaman, in control of the ship's wheel and general moment-to-moment in navigation. The steward, servant to an officer or higher rated crew member performing general duties for the comfort of their employer. Midshipman, officer in training, assists various officers and tradesmen in order to learn ship operations, usually of privileged status. Topman, higher rated seaman, specialised in work above the deck, in the sails and the rigging. Seaman, low-level crew member responsible for general manual labour on and below deck. Rigging, network of ropes and chains supporting the masts used for working the sails. The main deck, top deck of the ship exposed to the weather. Gun deck, carrying all the guns obviously, and lined with portals for their firing. All-up deck, mid-deck above the lowest deck, containing storage cabins, animal pens and the ship's steering tiller. Kind of that's all the sort of things you need, and obviously that's going to be important later on. So let's just grab this magical time travelling watch, Memento Mortem. Remember Sutek's gift of death. So that's our tool of use. There's a lot of different video essays about Obra Dinn that are really cool. There's like scientific analysis of the game, there's just a general analysis of it. There's one guy's done the logic of it all to solve all the mysteries. But we'll start off with this first one. This dead chap here.
Captain! Open the door!
Kick it in.
Ah! Lest we break it down and take more than those shells!
You bastards may take exactly what I give you!
Ooh. So this poor lad here has been shot. And he's just as shocked as everyone else. He's like, oh my god. So yes, each thing will be shown through these like sort of vignettes kind of thing. Freeze frames, vignettes, whatever you want to do. And they all have these awesome music tracks behind them. Obviously they will show, usually it's a death of someone. So in this case it's this lad here. Got this gentleman here running off. Where do you think he's going? So there's something eerie about them, isn't there? I mean, some of them get really eerie later on with like some of the music and stuff. But this is basic man shot man. Now I know these ones particularly well. This is usually the best one to start off with because a lot of them are fairly straightforward. I mean, identity of some of the crew not so much, but their fates are very easy to determine. So we don't know who this guy is yet, but however, we know that he was shot with a gun, and we know he is the man who was shouting because if you go here, the X marks the person that you're looking at. So the person shouting is saying, "Captain, open the door," and then we know that the final line is the captain who kicks the door open and shoots the man in the neck. So we know it's the captain. Obviously, there's only one person who's the captain on the Obra Dinn, so he was shot by Robert Whittrell. But we can't, at the minute, we can't deduce who he is. We can definitely now deduce that he is the captain. So if we see him in anything else, we know that is Captain Robert Whittrell. Let me see if I can find the... So, as you can see now, his head is... he's unblurred, unlike him there. So that means we've got enough information to deduce who he is. Literally from the very first one alone, you're figuring out how to do these puzzles. Of course now, as you can see, the door is now strangely open, because time travel. So we've got a couple of corpses here. That door's locked, and we can't open it. Let's start with this one here. We keep an eye on the
Must be in here someplace.
on the hours on the watch. They correspond with the chapter and the episode.
The bottom of the sea.
That's a lie.
Oh dear. So this lad here had his throat slashed by the captain, so he's killed one man out of there, who's obviously now a little bit dead. And I believe if we go this way, yep, here's the third guy. He looks so goofy like that. Because we know there's a third body in here, it's like, could it be the captain or could it be that guy? Again, we don't know who this person is yet. but we definitely know what killed him because it's literally right there. Usually after this one you do get a free chance to walk around the scene afterwards to give yourself time to actually inspect everything. And you can go back into memories, I believe, as well. So we don't know who he is, but we know that he was knifed by the captain. I think that's a knife, I don't think. Yeah, decapitated, drowned, clubbed, clawed, burned. Sometimes they can they can be a bit lenient with the wording. It all depends on the you don't have to be exactly specific. You can get something and it be sort of in the right ballpark. Let's have it. So is that door still locked? Yes, it is. Right. So there's the knife. There's two knives. And there's the stick that the captain was stabbed with. Let's have a look at this chap. So not long after that second bloke was slashed, the other guys turned up. Ooh, and there he was. So the captain pulled the spear out of himself and smacked this man in the face with it. Oh, if we go in here. Ooh. So someone else is in here. It's a bit like Revolver Ocelot, doesn't it? Or Liquid Ocelot. So we definitely know that this guy died here. After having his head stoved in with a stick. There's no real dialogue, it's all in some of them. Let's see, he was... No, not that one. So he was clubbed by the captain. But again, we don't know who he is. So that door's now open, so we may... Say may, as if I don't know what's going on. That door should now be open. And it is. What? Oh, so that person in the bed was dead. Let's start with this one.
Abigail, your brother, my friend. I shot him dead. I'll be with you soon, my love. Please forgive me for everything.
So, that's his wife. His best friend who he's talking about, he's still gurgling himself there. His best friend is this guy here, and he knows that, he says your brother, so that's how we can deduce who he is, and obviously it's obvious who she is. Let's see here, our captain has obviously shot himself. I believe he's the last one to die. Oh, last one on board anyway. So the triangle above their head is supposed to indicate how difficult it will be to deduce who they are. Oh, there we go. They can now be identified. Use the book and the pocket watch to gather enough information to deduce their identity. Revisit memories on the ship using the pocket watch to study relationships, appearances, and activities. So sometimes you can see what, by looking at what they're doing, you can tell what their job was. Use the book, maps, crew manifest, and artist sketches, along with individual conversation logs, to find clues about their names and other stuff. 60 people on the ship when it left England. Determining everyone's identity and fate will not be easy. The decisive information is rare. You'll have to make assumptions using partial information, so it basically tells you will have to guess. Some identities can only be revealed through the process of elimination. And good luck. Right, so we know he's the captain. And we know he committed suicide with a gun. This may or may not be correct. Well, it obviously is, because it's an obvious thing to do. Fates are validated in sets of 3. Correctly identify at least 3 people and their fate to have the information typeset in the book. Right, so we go back to see now he's has been he's now available to be seen. So if we go to the manifest, and we know Abigail is his wife, so that's this one here. She's obviously got his last name Wittrell, but she's got a middle name called Hoskett, which if we go straight back to there again, is this guy here, William Hoskett, who is the captain's first mate. Obviously his best friend and her brother and his brother-in-law. So he shot his own brother-in-law. The rest of them we can't deduce as yet. I know who he is, because he's quite prominent in a lot of scenes. Him, I'm not so sure. I think he's I want to say he's a top man, but well, we won't know. And obviously now we've done all the parts of this chapter, so we'll get this one. And of course now we need to move on to this corpse, and this will give us another one. Another chapter entirely. Oh well, she got hit by that. Must have been during a storm. I love this music. It completely epitomises what it is you're currently seeing. Because as you can see, the ship is currently under attack by Kraken. And we're seeing plenty of people getting killed or hurt here. So we've got this poor lump here who's been torn in half. We've got this guy's name now, because obviously she's in proximity to him. And unfortunately that's her being struck by the Kraken. The Kraken. She died instantly, I think. Oh, and then there's another 4 lump areas that get torn off. I love the music. When I first played it and I heard that music along with that image, I was like, oh, the dude. The corpse was moved post-mortem. So obviously we know that this is Abigail Hoskett. And we know that she was crushed by a beast. Or struck by a beast. There we go. Boom. boom, boom. Where's the sketch? There it is. Right, so see, yeah. Oh, she can be identified in that memory as Shogun She. Oh yeah. So we can go back. We'll see it. Oh, maybe not. Oh, here we are. So if we go all the way back over here, we'll see there's these people over here. He can't be identified. However, these two can. As you can see, two of the women on board. There's only 3 on board. We already know Abigail from over there. Oh no, I'll do it in a minute. But we can see this woman here. She's got a wedding ring on her finger. And then there's the one behind her who's younger, who isn't married. Now, obviously, it's basically very easy to deduce who that is. Oh, we're going to see Mr. Torn Apart next. You do kind of have to follow the wisp, you can't let it leave your vision or else it stops moving. Look at him, there goes his legs. There's that guy throwing a harpoon at it. Oh, and there's 3 of them there being flung off into the sea. He's throwing the gun to him. He's trying to attack him. What he's trying to do. Now we can assume who he is, based on the fact that he's handing a gun to this guy over here. But I don't think there's enough information yet. Oh, we've got enough information to deduce who he is. I think it's because he's the only one with unique tattoos. Torn apart by a beast. So, the fact that he's got unique tattoos obviously singles him out as someone particularly interesting. And there's only one person on here. Where is it? That's it, Maba from New Guinea. As they're the only ones that have those kind of tattoos. So he's the top man. Right, who else? Oh, this bloke down here. I totally missed him. That guy gets blown up in the middle of all that. Oof. Such a haunting image. It's this guy that threw it, I think. As you see, is that person there? There's a cracking tentacle coming to grab him, probably. People falling down the stairs there. Ah, here we go. He's carrying guns, so we can roughly figure out who he is. Again, the music fits the image so well. Oh, you can see that his face is like caught. That blast is almost the shape of his face, like an angle, a nose and a chin. So he's blown up. Unfortunately, we don't know who he is still. Blasted by an explosion. That means there's no more bodies to find in this memory. However, it means there must be other bodies nearby. Obviously they appear in the... It's gotten closer. Is that just me? However, now I think because we've done that memory, the deck has opened up, so we can actually go down and see what is down there. There's one already over there. Door's shut. So is that door, so I'm not really able to do much. I think it's, yeah, some of it's linear. I think at this point you can just go and have a wander about a bit. I'm trying to see what door's open. It's got an X on it, obviously it doesn't open. This one opens. And that whistle there is meant to be important, I think. Ooh. Thank you, door. Ooh, there's blood over here. Ah. Yeah, I believe you can just do any of them in the order now at this point. That one's locked. No bodies in here that we know of. Yeah, no, let's go and look at the one by the cannon first.
Sir, loose the cannon!
This is nearly over! Fight your fire!
Oh, oh dear. He's kind of dead. There we go, see them all falling over. I can't quite see over the top there, see what else is going on. So he's been crushed. Oh god, he's already dead. There's the Kraken outside. There's another one there. Looks like something's exploded. We can figure out who he is now. Wow. So we just know he's crushed by a cannon. I think this one's the body of that first guy. Oh, it's this one here. Did it? Oh dear. Well, he's definitely dead. Blown apart. This is one of the ones where you can sort of... Oh god, that has been crushed by the camera as well. You can... What is it you can do? You can blame the person who's... I think it's this... You blame it on this guy, I think. You blame it on the person who fired the cannon, but or you can just blame it on the Kraken. Stuff still in this music. It's just dirgy, I love it. It's the explosion everywhere. Double check. Can I double check who they are actually? No, I can't. Crud. I need to revisit that one again. Oh. Actually, yeah, let's revisit this one again. So go with top down. Oh, yeah. This person's face appears blurred throughout the book. This blur indicates that you don't have any sufficient information to determine his identity. Their fate may be known and can be entered now. Trying to name them while their face is blurred would be unproductive. Carry on and pay attention. Faces will become unblurred when the information necessary to identify them has been revealed in some way. Right, so we know that he was shot by a cannon by a beast. This guy that's the guy who gets torn apart earlier. This happened a bit earlier. Is there another person? Is there another person apart from that one under there? Or are we going to see his fate in the next thing anyway? So there's the guy who got blown up by the cannon. Oh, so that's the other guy. So he was also blown apart by a cannon then. And then this guy was crushed by the Kraken. As you can see, he's still holding the spark, I think. So a couple of seconds later, the cannon went off and killed the two of them. So where's his body then? Well, where's his body? Oh well. There's more of them trying to shoot. Turn. Fire. This man was crushed by a beast. Where's that other? Shot by cannon by a beast. Was that everyone? Open any doors? Ah, hello. This one's open. Oh, delightful. Oh dear. He was crushed whilst soiling himself. Ah, so you know who he is then. He seems to be the first one, obviously he's like, ooh, that sounds nasty. People are still 45. Okay. There's supposed to be something you can do with the numbers, but I can't quite remember what they were. Alright, hang on then. So who's he? That's the bosun, I think. Let's go back to the bosun. That's his mate, I think. But no, let's go with that. I mean, we'll know once we definitely solve another one. We'll see how it is. So that we know, because it's the person who made the thing, is Edward Spratt the artist. He was crushed by a beast. Is that what the feet have got to do with it? Let's go. Oh, Zenith Volkov Topman. Because I think the numbers correspond to their thingies. Oh, there.
Let me on. Over my dead body, you bloody Dane. Huh? How's that?
There's no cause for trouble, boys. Get in the boat.
Thought I'd forget. You killed my brother. What?
No.
That was an accident. The robes.
It wasn't his fault. I saw the whole thing.
Lies. I shouldn't have waited so long.
No, don't.
Oh. Oh dear. I think he can, yeah, he can be identified now because he's obviously the person who's dead, and he's been identified as the Dane. This guy, I don't think he can be. Oh, he can be identified. Sort of. He can't be. He can be because I think that's the purser, but I'm not sure. Is there anything else in there? No. I think there's only what two that are brothers. I think. Don't know how you can deduce who he actually is there, unless it's just process of elimination, maybe. So we know who he is because he gets called a Dane, so we need to look for anyone who's from Sweden or Denmark. It's just this one, yeah, Philip Dahl, Captain Steward. Clubbed. So we'll find the one with the... It's got brothers. Peters, that's it. No, let's try the other one, just see if it actually works. Yeah, no then, so the end of those. So that must have happened just before the... Oh, these are the ones that vanished. That's... Here we go. Or I could do it this way. Because if I can determine... if I can get some confirmations... then... there we go. They're all drowned by a beast, it's just determining who they are. Oh, he's the helmsman, because he's by the wheel. So that's Finley Dalton. How did you choose him? He's one of the Chinese topmen, I think. I think it's Wei Li. I'm trying to find... That might not be right then. Yeah, who's beers? Where is he the gunner? No, he's not the gunner. I don't think he's that guy either. I may have to wait. Time for one more, and then I shall call it. Let's do this one in here.
Och no! You're cut!
Don't leave me.
Bear up, son. I'll stay with you.
Tell Pete's mother I tried my best.
Aye.
To pull him back, to save him.
You tell her yourself.
Anna, he's talking about
Brennan!
the guy who
Bring
died
the
in
surgeon's
explosion.
kit!
Right, so we know that's Hospital. So we think we know who he is yet? No, we don't. Obviously he's been stabbed. We'll discover that a bit later on. So we've got this gentleman over here going down. This poor lad down here. This poor sod, his head blown off. And of course, we now know who this guy is, as he's now, it says there, he is unblurred. And we now know that he, where is it? Henry Brennan, Seaman. Oh, inadvertently we've solved 3 more. Oh, there we go. Got those 2 right then. Completely guessed that one. But yeah, you can tell he's Brennan because he calls to someone called Brennan. And he's out there listening, so it's like, obviously you'd hear them. Ooh, there's some blood down there as well. Ooh, the death. But I think we get the identity of the guy who died in the explosion now as well from that, because again he mentions Pete. The escape. But of course, how did they die? Well, we know he was knifed. Don't know by who yet though. Ooh. Dead. Helps if you let the wispy fart cloud out the door. Alright, we'll do this one. I think this might be one where we end up having to stick around until we've got them all.
What's all this, you damn fool?
Ooh. Right, so Brennan murders this guy. Whoever he is. Who obviously must have murdered this guy because he's holding a gun. There's Hoskett. And there's our poor man with the knife in his back. Obviously, still not letting us up there, so there must be something we're not found yet. Sorry, I'm being silly. So yeah, he's killed him, I know that. And he's killed him. So he's been clubbed by Henry Brennan, but we still don't know who he is. Although, that gives away roughly what it might be. One of the mates, I think. Clubbed by Henry Brennan. So I think there's only one person with the name Peter. Peter Milroy. Double check. Yeah, he's the only one named Peter. Still not convinced I've picked the right one for him. Ah, yes, that's it. It's Lars Lind, so he's not this one. He's next to him. Still don't think that's right. That's mate Stewart. That's it, he's one of the mates, isn't he? Because we can actually go back to the actual big picture. For God's sake. Ooh, there it is. They've all got similar hats. He's the first mate. So one of them is second or third. And then he's the steward to one of those guys. Let's try. No, I might have to wait for instructions later. Yeah, of course, let's go down here. Oop, keep placing this in. Didn't.
You know, Captain Campbell. You have a plan?
Yes. Take ship and sail east. Trade wretched fish and shells for gold. Hey, who's there?
Mutiny! Mutiny!
Fresh bastard!
No!
Off goes his face. Still goes down there. Oh, and there's our poor lad who's just been knifed. And there's Brennan. And there's another body. It's being thrown overboard. And there's the captain. Getting a bit depressed. It's because all these people keep dying around him and he's surprised. I think that's the next body we end up investigating. So whoever this lad is has got no scuffle with this other bloke and he's going to get off. Well, we know who was shot, but we don't know by who. Oh, yeah, there we are.
Let them go!
Ooh. So there's one of the women. And they've just shot this guy. The captain's threatening to shoot. See, there's anything going on down here. Ah. So he's stabbed him. And there's the other guy who rushed in and shoots that guy. That's the gun off him. So who else is in there? So we've got this guy here. That bloke. So other people in the ship. Now I know the identity of that woman. So he was shot with a gun by Emily Jackson. Because the other one's got a miss in front of her name. Now we got this guy. have a quick look at that the one again.
Stop! Let them go!
So there's a few people. That's the other Miss lady. And there's him. Is that guy over there? I vaguely know who he is as well. There we go. Right, so next time we'll investigate this poor lad's death and see what happens. So thanks for watching, I'll see you next time. Bye bye.